underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Kentucky's offense will start this game off. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year. Things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity. But, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah. Oh, look out! Running inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
A first down for the offense. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 1-on-1. Stop the run first.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Glagway. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that throw.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Hard running there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up the first down.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground.
Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is high-octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making
Personal
that
foul.
kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On the move in the third. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Gators will hustle to the line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. Under-attempted try. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it 25, no attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Trainer. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That had absolutely nowhere to
Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next count. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Looking for a block. It's Wilson. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now on second down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Glagway. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Gators are on the move. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Trying to get to it. Pass rush gets there. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack. And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Got his man down the middle. They get him down with this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket? You've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw. Move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Key.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Scanning the field, it's Vandergrift. He looks that one in nicely. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and they're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Key. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that. Drag all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result,
and the quarterback will take a sack back at the 46.
well, they were trying to catch the defense sleeping there. Everyone thinking they're running the ball on 3rd and inches, right? But the defense was not surprised. They were ready for it, and they get the sack.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Phyllis, few programs ooze history quite like Tennessee and Alabama, and we've got an early clue on who might be firing up the victory cigars today. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Looking left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, which is so important to this team.
Complete to the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. This time it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, still short of the 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. To the air. It's Vandergrift. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. It is good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line. Hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running and ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
And a lot of times you see the way people close halves, the way people close games goes so far in determining who wins. Nice execution by this offense late in the 1st half. Now they're just an extra point away from having the lead going into halftime.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage. And this defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
He'll keep it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage. We were trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance and at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point in the game, but the game will pay off.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He fires it out to the right. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Snap it to the back. The Gators get the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
And you'd be becomes so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Back to throw. It's Lagway. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got it on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Direct snap. Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. He's got it down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback overshot.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One have a classic fourth-quarter finish. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run the counter. And he delivers the throw, and he's still running. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. To the air, it's Vandergrift. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense was prepared. I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and get the jet sweep. They were ready for that.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Throwing right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Going to work on 2nd down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that. Runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. To throw, it's Vandergrift. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
He's in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers here.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Right back to the well. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Extending the play. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? 1st down here for the offense. Handoff to the single running back. Smashes through. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Part of the backfield, it's Brown. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Got it! Touchdown, Kentucky! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're bringing heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Unloads it left. And wings it incomplete.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do.